Hola amigos, it's Will here at Will's Custom Figures coming at you today with a big bad breakdown of Mr Mime. It's been a while since I've done a Pokemon video, so I hope you guys like it. And here we go with a fantastic review of a very underrated Pokemon. So sit back, relax while I talk you through why and how I made this happen and everything else in between. So let's start by the why, and this is always one of my favorite bits. I'm just going to move the camera around so you get a few different angles. I was never a huge fan of Mr Mime, from the cartoon to the video game back in the 90s and the 2000s. He never really resonated with me. I don't know about you guys, it's a little bit childish. It's not really something that I don't like the design, I don't like the specifics, I don't like the shoes. Just have a quick zoom in on them. And then I saw Detective Pikachu. The way that they used Mr Mime in this film was absolutely brilliant. He was so slapstick comedy, where the main character opens the door and there's not really a door there and all these other things. It was charming. And do you know who loved him more than anything? My son. So when my son really liked this guy and he got behind the character a little bit, I thought, do you know what? It is actually quite charming. It is quite a nice Pokemon. So I set about making him and adding him to my collection. So let's get into the nitty gritty, into all the specifics. I started making this figure. Just put my hand in the way here and move the camera slightly. Here we go, and there's the lighting change, so I can actually show you guys. I started out, as always, with an armature base. So did little circles for a base, flat circles from armature wire, going up for the legs into the body. Tying those for both legs around a steel body that's probably a bit of metal about this big. And coming up with a spike for the head, and then two soft balls either side that I could then push the arms into. I sculpted the arms separately, and actually a funny technique you'll see if I turn to the side, the hands I actually didn't sculpt straight onto him. I sculpted them onto a flat glass cooking jar type thing that we've got in my kitchen. And what that meant is that the hands would be perfectly flat. You can see here that the hands, the thumbs, everything, they're all perfectly flat. And that was my whole impression. He does the whole mime thing where he's maybe opening a door or against a glass window and all these kind of things. So I wanted to try and get that look for Mr Mime. Painting, using all of my Villaggio paints as usual. You can see actually into the mouth, it's all 3D painted. There's a tongue in there as well that I added in afterwards. Bit of free cam. And do you know what? Like, considering that he was probably one of my least favourite Pokemon of all time, I'm extremely happy with how he turned out. And I hope you guys are too. I hope you like him, because for me, he really wasn't someone that I was very fond of at the very beginning. So just to let you know how tall he stands about 4 inches tall. And you may have seen from some of my previous videos, I've worked on a Pikachu, so from the Detective Pikachu movie. There's his little teammate, just push him back a little bit there. And recently I've also put on a Charmander. Let's see if there's enough space for him to fit on. Oh, sorry, Charmeleon, my apologies. Yeah, as you can see, very big Charmeleon in comparison. So I'll take him away. And final reflections. I love him. I'm so happy with how he turned out. There's no posability or articulation. But guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and get in touch on YouTube or anywhere else if you want one of these or if you want to make your own one. So thanks again for tuning in. And until next time, guys, peace.